My name is Jonah. I was born and raised in Washington, D.C. I grew up on the east side of town. Now that I'm older and I can sort of understand it better, I see it's one of the more segregated cities in the country. I was always interested in movies in general, and I picked up a camera at some point in middle school and I got interested in it. And from then on, I was looking for stories to tell. Either it would be jokes with friends that I would put on YouTube as practice, just so I could practice the art form. But eventually, as I got older, I wanted to do more serious work. I had the first idea probably when I was a junior in high school. I had gotten a nice new camera and I started playing with it, and so I was just making silly shorts with friends. But I really wanted to make something that was bigger and longer and more important, and so I had the idea to do, and at that point I actually had it written in a notebook, American Graffiti DC version. But I didn't really do much with it. It was when, in my senior year at high school, they said that I had to do a senior project, that I said, okay, now I've got the opportunity to do something of my interest and to tell a story that I'm interested in. I want to do a movie as opposed to writing a paper like some other people did in the class. I wanted to make a movie, and I wanted to make a DC story. And so then, I had this background where I could see, where I lived. It's really interesting. It's such a black and white division. It's like straight down the middle. You can see where it is. And so that was sort of what the environment that I was raised in. I was on the east side, so I was in majority black schools, majority Hispanic schools, all through my career. In high school, it was a very small school, but it was only me and 2 other white kids. It was majority black and Hispanic, and then across town it was majority white. And so I thought, for my last big project in DC, my senior project of high school before I graduated, I wanted to do something. So I chose Disparate City because it sort of describes the world. It's it's Washington, D.C. It's a city that has sort of at least 2 major cultures in it, and they're separate. You've got the sort of working class, the permanent population, the people who've lived there all their lives and whose parents lived there and all that. And that's mostly on the east side. And then you have on the west side, you have the government. A reason why I was able to get where I am today as a filmmaker is because of a theater in DC, very close to my school, in the same neighborhood, where I had a number of friends who were actors. Most of the people, actually all the major characters in the film are friends of mine, people that I've gone to school with before, people that I've worked with in that theater before. So I already had that personal relationship, and since I didn't have a whole lot of professional directing experience, it was easy because I already knew how to communicate with them. And working in DC, I knew all the locations were places that I was very familiar with, and so I knew, 1, what looked nice in the neighborhood, what I should be shooting, and then 2, what the dynamics are of the neighborhood. Some of my sort of motivation for this film were 2 films, American Graffiti. I really like the sort of social dynamics of that, where you just see kids being kids and you get to understand what it's like. And then on the other side, there was another film called Medicine for Melancholy, which is much more recent. American Graffiti came out in the 70s, talking about the 60s.
Who were the directors that inspired you and why?
So it's interesting. It's very difficult for me to pinpoint who my exact inspirations were. But when I was a kid, the movies that I really liked to watch were some of the big franchises, Star Wars and Harry Potter and all those just the big Hollywood movies, the big sci-fi and fantasy stories and things like that. And so that was what sort of inspired me to make movies in general. But I'm still sort of looking at exploring the genres of film to find the kinds of movies that I want to make. And so, but in particular, the kinds of movies that I really like, as I say, are American Graffiti and Medicine for Melancholy. Really try and illustrate culture really well, and I like that. Especially, I also like the film Crash. I like to say that if at the pinnacle of my career, if I could make one movie and if I could make this one movie and then be done with my career, it would be Crash, but for DC, where I'm from. because DC is it's a famous city. It's the capital, but nobody knows the issues that go on in the city.
So what do you think about this whole college business?
I can't wait. I'm gonna meet new people, explore a new city.
You want to leave?
Don't you?
No, this is my city.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I always thought that a major part of growing up was leaving.
It's just a good home.
But you are going to college, right?
Yeah, of course. Some school in DMV.
I think you should really consider some options outside of the area.
I think you should consider some options in the city.
Okay then. We got a deal?
Yeah, we do.
What?
Like this.
Oh.
It's called a dad.
I don't know why I hang out with you.
Me neither.
So, what do they put in these?
Nobody knows.
What?
Well, I don't know. Somebody knows. It's just, I don't really care. So, yep, this is it. This is my part of town these days.
You know, I had no idea that DC had places like this.
Yeah, they don't really show this side of the city. I bet when you came, all you knew of DC was the capital, right?
Well, what was I supposed to think?
I think you should see Edgewood. Where my house is, I could take it. It's like one stop away from the Red Line. It's on the way to DuPont. It will take like 5 minutes. This is what they call the hood. They think it's poor and dangerous. And it may be rough sometimes, but there's good people that live here.
This is so different. All I see of DC is that people come and work for the government or whatever, and then just leave.
Hell no. That's just those people from downtown. They come from Maryland and Virginia with no commuter tax, and we have to pay for them. And they fill our streets and take our jobs. That's not DC.
Hey, my dad works downtown and we live at DuPont Circle.
Alright, well, then people in the suburbs. And I'm sorry, people in DuPont Circle. And everywhere else west of Rock Creek. When you go to those parts of town, they judge you. They look at you and think you're gonna rob them. If you ask me, they're the real problem with DC.
What are you trying to say?
I used to live in Uptown, by Columbia Heights, before they tore down the neighborhood and built it back up for the rich white people on the west side. They're always pushing us more and more east until we can't stay in the city anymore.
Are you saying that's me and my dad?
No, that's not what I mean.
Look, I may not know much about DC politics or about the problems in the city, but I'm pretty sure the solution is a little more complicated than just saying fuck you to DuPont Circle.
Luz, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant.
You know what? It's kind of late, and I need to go. Okay?
what do you do? So where are you from originally? Right, but where are you from originally? I'm a grant writer for a nonprofit that deals with microfinance. Yeah, compared to New York, this isn't even a city. DC is a great biking city. Eckington is basically like the new Bloomingdale. Shaw's like the next Columbia Heights. Navy Yard is like the new Eckington. Is that on the red line? Wait, isn't Anacostia like really dangerous? Bitch, set me up.
Girl, guess who pregnant? But who the baby father? You doing too much. What? That's my brother. I don't like him like that. I'm good. He got me good. Oh, bitch, you got me fucked up. Bitch, you probably from Virginia like shit. Oh, no, boo-boo. I'm from D.C.
Hey, yo. She trying to go smack.
Oh, she bad as shit.
No bull. My God.
Oh, nah. Go ahead, cuz. This bitch 15.
Hello?
My dad dragged me down by the archives again. You trying to chill?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but let's go to your place. I'm gonna head that way.
I'm at archives. I'll just meet you at Rhode Island. All right. ran into online. So it's from it's census data. See, this is the shit I was telling you about. It's basically the same thing with wealth and the school systems. It's
Damn.
so much.
That's crazy. It's so segregated. I mean,
So yep, this is the place.
man, if my dad knew about this, he would freak out.
You and your dad.
Come on, man.
So yep, this is the my humble abode.
Nice.
Sorry for the mess. I didn't realize it was this messy.
Nah, it's cozy.
Yeah, I guess.
It's cozy enough. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy that I've gone through all these adventures and that I got to know you.
Yeah, me too. Glad we ended up here. It's better. Could have been stuck with the white assholes back in the west side.
Eduardo, that's not what I meant. What the Eduardo! I live there. My dad lives there. They're human beings just the same west of Rock Creek. You're not gonna fix DC, you're not gonna fix segregation if you don't respect, if you don't even want to go to the other side. Do you understand? I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Let's go to your rooftop. You were telling me about it the other day.
Good. I'm sorry about all that.
You're so stubborn. You don't need to apologize. I do see DC more clearly now.
It's a little more complicated than what it seems. Nothing much. Chilling.
How you been doing?
Been good. I've been good.
Me too. Oh my god, like after going to those campuses, I can actually see myself there. That trip actually changed my mind. You got me, Eduardo. These kids are ignorant like that. They know what's up with this country and they're trying to do something about it. And plus, you can't do anything without a degree these days. I might have like messed up in high school, but I can turn it around in college. I have to.
Damn, girl, you're inspirational.
Whatever, Eduardo. It's diverse and it's progressive. We heard all about the festivals and the rest of the art scenes there.
That does sound pretty cool.
It's Texas though. You can't set foot into the suburbs or else all hell breaks loose.
Just like DC.
You're so mean. Well, I'm glad to say that I'll be one of the 9% or whatever it is of DC kids that graduate from college.
It is 9%. And don't worry, we'll be in there.
You should really check out Austin. I gotta go. The director wants me to set up lights before the rehearsal starts.
All right, let's go. It's good to have you back.
I know. So see ya.
See you later.
Bye.
been up to?
Cooling.
I can see that.
Before, I couldn't stand this place. But now, I've decided that my first choice is Georgetown or UMD. One of those.
Oh, really? That's great. Those are really good schools.
Have you decided yet?
I guess I've decided. I just need to do a little bit more research. But right now, it's looking like Morehouse, of course. DePaul University in Chicago, UT Austin, and NYU.
No shit? I thought you'd branch out some, but damn.
I figured I couldn't really let myself stay ignorant. I need to experience more than just DC.
I like that.
Coming back, you know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be here too. My dad's leaving, and I'll make you see my home. Maybe not Northeast though. That's more your home than mine. But like Columbia Heights or Adams Morgan or Uptown. One of the last integrated neighborhoods, I suppose.
Yeah, I get you. But it is a little bit sad. Next year, I'll be somewhere else. I won't be a DC kid anymore.
I mean, you'll still be a DC kid. You'll just be an educated one.
You around?
You'll know where to find me.
Meu nome é Liz e eu assisto Youth Channel. Você tem que assistir também, é fantástico.
And action.
Hi, my name is Nikki Polanco. I'm from the Dominican Republic and I'm inviting you to watch the Youth Channel. Why? Because it's cool.
This
If I had the chance to have a show on Youth Channel, it would be a comedy show about the workplace and the challenges that people have there. And it would entail examples such as if someone has a mean boss or they can't figure out their actual job and title. The message that will go out to the audience is that people can overcome challenges no matter what it is at work, that they should know how to deal with it and be strong during the process.
Yeah.
What up, my peoples? This is Patty Dukes.
Rep Star.
And we're representing Circa 95. And you're watching
The Youth Channel.
Word. Look in my eyes, see your own fist. Hard-earned money, took sweat and tears.
What? Yeah, you better get it clear. I'm so deaf, it's like I cannot hear. Shorty broke her neck just to check my gear. You ain't gonna see these four about